told me that we're in the third trimester. In other words, there are 3 months and then 3 months and 3 months. If it is to be produced, the child to be produced, there has to be a time element involved. And some of you have gone through what you've gone through because it was not yet time. But oh God, I was up most all the night and writing some notes and things that God was just dropping in my spirit. He woke me up. But he let me know that this church is pregnant. Anybody pregnant in here? Men are pregnant. Women are pregnant. I'm not talking about natural pregnancy. I'm talking about pregnant with the word. Pregnant knowing that God has created you to give birth. Invested in you spiritual seed. And it's your time to come forth. If not now, when? Oh, I feel the Holy Ghost in this room. You're going to be excited. It's time to get excited about what God's going to do this year. This is the year of Jubilee. This is the year where you come to the full fruition of all that God has invested in you. That's why you've been going through what you've been going through and crying and spending the nights that you've been spending, because it wasn't time. You're in travail. But God, let me slow down. Lord told me to tell you what He's invested in us. And that's why over in Ephesians chapter number 3, we read it the other night, to be filled with all the fullness of God. When you're filled with all the fullness of God, He didn't just fill you with His fullness just to sit there and to get up and shout every once in a while and speak in tongues. No, sir. He's filled you with the fullness of God that you may go out and reproduce after your own kind. Give God some praise in the house. Since the seed is precious, we don't want to waste it. Don't want to waste the seed. Can I get a witness? In other words, you don't have to debate and argue with folks. Can I get a witness? That's not what it is about. The Bible is not the downward disputation. Some folks just want to argue and argue and argue. Can I get a witness? But that's not what God is saying. You don't have to become a theologian to bring them in. Some people want to have all their questions answered about God before they'll agree to come. But listen, folk, it is not about that, because there are things that we don't even understand about God. And you see that people want to be argumentative. The Bible says, don't cast your pearl before swine, or give that which is holy unto dogs. I'm just trying to tell you to value the seed. And after you have tried and witnessed and tried to compel, if they don't want to come, leave them alone and go out and get somebody else, because don't tell me there are not souls out there that are longing for what you got. So he says, they watered the ground with tears, expecting a harvest. I want to deal this morning with the law of reciprocity. Galatians 6 and 9. Be not deceived. God is not to be fooled or fooled with. Or God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Let me give you 5 laws dealing with that. First, seed sown produces after its kind. You can't sow peach seeds and get apples. Now this is teaching, and I'm going to take my time. Amen. The Lord told me to teach, so we've been running and jumping and skipping. Come on, somebody. Don't get bored with the Bible. Don't get bored with teaching. Seed that is sown produces after its kind. So what kind of seed, if I am the vehicle of reproduction, what will come through my loins? And if I'm carnal, it produced carnal seed. Come on, somebody. That's why you got children now born with HIV, born dope addicts. Come on, somebody. Born alcoholics. Because of the parents. Seed that's sown produces after its own kind. Second, reap more than sown. The law of reciprocity says you will always reap more than what is sown. That's true in the negative case, and it's true in the positive case. Do you remember Cain said, my punishment is more than I can bear in the negative. But in the positive, the Bible said, if you sow, he said that men will give back to your bosom, speaking of the financial aspects. And he said that you won't even have room to receive it, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. He said in John 12:24, except a corn of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it abideth alone. So then we must realize that when we sow, we're always going to reap more than what is sown. Secondly, third, it must be in good ground. It must be in good ground. Bad soil, no harvest. Can I get a witness? You got to realize that everybody out here is not proclaiming the word of God. 7th chapter of the book of Matthew tells us that there are many false prophets. And he said, by their fruit you will know them. Don't you know it's going to be a sad day for many ministries? They will say, Lord, we cast out devils. We've done many wonderful works in your name. And he'll say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. I never knew you. I'm going to give you a revelation that some folks will support erroneous ministries and won't support where there's good ground and expect to reap a harvest. Can I just be candid? We got to watch the medium of television. It has helped to focus our mind through sensationalism. And there are those that are on there tell me, if you send me $2,000, y'all ain't ready for this, you could burn all your bills in 90 days. Why they need your $2,000? We go in the hole, giving to ungodly men, because the Bible says many shall follow their pernicious ways. And they know how to captivate people with their thoughts and with their words. And we're so susceptible and so gullible because they know what to tell you what you want to hear. But when you just examine, and we'll do it in a few minutes, to see the word, you'll find out there are things in this word that you don't want to hear. But if you take the word to heart, it will make you strong in God. Can I get a witness? So you must understand that every ministry that proclaims that they're of God, and I don't care if they do speak in tongues, that does not necessarily certify that it is of the Lord. Tell somebody, don't be ignorant, don't be fooled. I know. It must be good ground. And then it takes time. Point number 4, I believe. It takes time and a season for harvest. You cannot plant today and receive tomorrow. Farmer does not put seed in the ground today and expect his harvest tomorrow. Can I get a witness in the house? And I like what he says in Psalms 1. Talks about the portrait of a blessed man. It gives the negative and the positive. Then he said he shall bring forth his fruit in his season. I wish I had somebody just to say, tell your neighbor, say, this is my season. Oh, it's your time to be blessed. Can't you have that much faith to say, this is my season? Woo, Jesus. I'm trying to behave myself, but the Bible said, cast your bread upon the water.